Today I'm turning 20. Yay! I am no longer a teenager. So I wanted to share the 20 lessons I learned during this 20 years existence. Existence that was happy, fun, miserable, exciting, painful, and adventurous. The first lesson I learned: you have to deserve what you want. This is a quote from Charlie Munger, by the way. But there is a lot of wisdom in the quote itself. I learned that you should not work towards the goal. Instead, you should work towards becoming the person worthy of achieving this goal. Lesson number 2. If you don't track, you don't care. Now that you start working towards becoming this new version, you have to track every single step of the journey. If you don't track, it shows me that you don't care about the process. This leads me to lesson number 3. Something that is not measured cannot grow. I cannot stretch the importance of tracking. If you don't track, you don't have visibility over your business or over your life. You can't see the progress you make, therefore you cannot progress. Lesson number 4. He who has a why can bear anyhow. When you have a big mission, you are willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish this mission. You can bear anyhow, any challenges. So my advice for you, for my younger self: stick to the mission that you have, because this is the most powerful motivation you can ever have. And lesson number 5. It's not about doing your best. It's about doing what is required. And having a mission from the previous lesson will help you do what is required. Because if you do your best, maybe it's not enough. So push yourself and do what is required to succeed. Lesson number 6. Money loves speed. Therefore, action takers are the money makers. Lesson number 7 is to have urgency. You have to operate with speed. So, have some sort of healthy urgency in your life. Set deadlines. Set short deadlines and stretch yourself and push to actually achieve these goals. I learned this after reading the biography of Elon Musk, and I saw that all of the goals he set seems like unrealistic at the beginning. He pushes himself in the team. Even though he doesn't achieve all of the goals, he's still close and he made more progress than anyone else. Lesson number 8. People don't buy coaches, they buy coaching. Every program I've invested in, I invested not because of the information, what materials and things the program has. I invested because of the coach. I invested in the program because I wanted to be like the coach. I wanted to think like him. I wanted to behave like him. So I invested in the program. And all of the people, they will invest because of you, not because of the information. And this leads me to lesson number 9. People don't buy information, they buy transformation. No one cares what features, benefits, information you have in your service. People only care about the end result. So give them that. Lesson number 9. Business is hard. So whoever promises you to get rich quick or you'll get results fast when you join his program or mentoring, I would just say, be aware. Lesson number 10. Life is suffering. Modern psychologist has proven this time and time again. Life is suffering. But don't fight against this. Accept it. Accept the fact and use it as your advantage. When you face obstacles, instead of getting discouraged, instead of thinking, why this is happening to me, why my life is so miserable, remember, it's normal, it's part of the journey, so keep going. Lesson number 11, the price of progress is pain. Most people don't want to experience pain. And that's why they don't succeed. But pain is the currency your current self has to pay in order to evolve to your future self. Lesson number 12. Different levels, different problems. I always thought if I achieve X goal, I will no longer have problems. But then when I achieved the goal, new problems arised. New problems uncovered. So I understood that in life, with different levels, you have different problems. Problems are part of the journey, same as the suffering. Lesson number 13. Fancy fail, simplicity scale. As I just mentioned, you have new problems when you level up. So let me ask you this. Why would you add more complexity in the beginning when you have a lot of complexity on the next level? Just simplify everything. Lesson number 14. Your energy is a limited resource. Spend it wisely. Be mindful of the way you spend your energy. Just focus on the most important tasks. This is where you should spend your energy. Tasks that move the needle in your business or tasks that are important in your life. You should have Hulk-like focus. And lesson number 15, focus equals no distractions. To get more focused, you don't have to look at the next shiny tactic that will teach you how to be more focused. No. Instead, you should remove distractions. Because when you have no distractions, guess what? You're more focused. And it's hard to fight against your willpower, trying to not look away at something when it's there. Instead, remove it, have no distractions, and you'll be focused. Lesson number 16. 20% of your actions breed 80% of your results. And again, everything comes down to focus. Identify what moves the needle in your business. Identify what moves the needle in your life, in your fitness, and focus on these things. Because focus stands for follow one course until success. And that's what you should do. Lesson number 17. Identify the root of the problem before you try to solve it. Why? Because most of the times you don't even have a problem. Einstein has this quote and I love it. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. Lesson number 18. Knowledge is power. This might sound like a cliche, but it's a cliche because it is true. I was a firm believer in taking massive action, then just learning. Of course, I still believe this. I still believe in taking imperfect action, but I reached a point where I only took action and I never learned anything new. But I realized all of the new knowledge that I gain, it's not a time that is wasted. No, it's actually a time that you spend very well, a time that has high return of investment. Because when you learn, you build new connections in your brain. Those connections, they help you learn new information faster, and most importantly, when you have a lot of information stored in your brain, you can understand new concepts faster and better than your competitors, which put you ahead of 99% of people. Lesson number 19. Don't let the child inside you die. Now, I'm no longer a teenager, but I will never let the teenager inside me to die. The teenager inside me is curious. The teenager inside me is adventurous. The teenager inside me is funny and goofy. And I will never ever let this teenager die, no matter what happens. And lesson number 20, the last lesson I learned. I only have one birthday. The rest are just celebrations for being alive. Today is one of these days, and I'm grateful for being alive. Thank you for watching the whole video. Leave a like if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe.